My name is Natalie Cummings. So during World War II, Americans had a lot of doubts. They had doubts about what their involvement in the war entailed, when it would be over, and how the effects of the war would change them, their nation, their world. One artifact that was able to sort of bring them to a common ground during this turbulent time was the Rosie the Riveter propaganda poster, the We Can Do It poster. So this poster shows a strong, powerful woman staring you right in the eyes, flexing her muscle, and declaring to all women, we can do it. So this is a very powerful poster, in part because of its medium. So propaganda posters were very common during World War II, but what's interesting is that they had to get all their effectiveness into just one single piece of paper. So the rhetoric is very, very deep in this poster, and it had to be used very effectively because they only had this one piece of paper. Even things as rudimentary as the colors contained within the poster hold a deeper meaning. We see the blue of her shirt, the red and white of her bandana, and the blue and white of the wording above, and the red, white, and blue, it brings to mind American patriotism and just a sense of self that women can find themselves in America. It's appealing to the pathos of viewers and appealing to their American pride so that they too believe what's on the poster. In addition, the we in We Can Do It is forming a collective audience among whoever's looking at this poster, whether that's women in a factory, women in general, or even the American nation as a whole. What's interesting to look at with this picture, though, is that although it's such a popular culture icon today, and we all know and recognize it, when it was first released, its release wasn't very widespread. It was actually only featured in a few Westinghouse factories for a period of only a couple weeks. But as time went on and the kairos got better and more appropriate, it began to rise in prominence and become more and more of a symbol for the modern feminist movement. So as this kairos changed and as feminism changed, the poster itself began to change as well. So we have posters such as this one, where people have subtly changed the poster to reflect new ideals of feminism, to reflect increased diversity, and that feminism is not just for white women. It is for women of all ethnicities, all religions, all political views, everything. It's so that we can see that we're all included in this. And so the important thing about this poster is that not only does it show the new ideals of feminism, but it also is able to use the ethos or the credibility of the original poster by using the same format and some of the same colors. It's able to have a credible message to go along with the picture that it's trying to convey. And the kairos of this is also important because now, with things like the election and the Women's March, as feminism is becoming more and more of an everyday item, more of a part of public life, we see these posters and they're there to inspire us and keep us informed of what's going on. Now, the ethos of the original poster, it doesn't have to be so blatantly obvious as this one. We can also have things like this Wired magazine cover, where the resemblance to the original poster is more subtle, but still we have the same general structure, and it's able to convey a new message. So we still have a woman on the front flexing her muscle, showing her strength. Rather than just a clenched fist, though, she's holding a drill. Rather than a bandana, she's wearing goggles. Whereas the commonplaces in the original image had to do with women not being able to perform factory jobs or just basic jobs that men could do. Now, this poster, we're facing the difficulties women have getting into STEM. So there's a new issue and therefore a new poster. And so the kairos for this poster was just right. They knew what the issue was, and they subtly changed using the ethos of the original poster, but still made a very appropriate image to show how this problem was being faced. So this original image obviously has become such a popular culture icon. We see all the iterations it has had throughout our American history, and it's amazing to think how many women it might have inspired. Sure, its original target audience may have only been 50 to 100 women, but every single day a new woman sees this and they think, you know what, I can do it. Every day we see this. And it's not just women, it's everybody. I see it as the Millennium Scholars, we can do it. As a nation, we can do it. As a world, we can do it. Thank you.